Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Hope that you are all doing well. Today, the 1st of August of 2022, Monday, and Monday is business as usual. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, or as good as it could possibly be. 1st of August, what a day, what a time, what a time to be alive on the 1st of August with this conjunction of Mars, the North Node, and Uranus in Taurus, my dear friends. All these 3 points in the chart, Uranus, the planet Mars, and the North Node, which is not a planet. Okay, it is a very karmic knot point in the sky, which Uranus and Mars are on at 18 degrees of Taurus. Are you a fixed sign? Are you a Taurus, a Scorpio, a Leo, or an Aquarius? It's very important for you then. Okay, history is in the making today as I'm doing this reading. We're reading the energies. Today, the 1st of August, 2022, as the moon is at 20 degrees of Virgo. Business as usual, emotional dissecting of information, of practical matters, health, what you do daily, your work. Right, the moon is in a good aspect to this conjunction, this triple conjunction, which is a very rare happening. So let's see what the energies are like today. Remember, if we take a picture of the sky today, this is a new cycle that is a very, very long cycle. So a picture of the sky today, this will mark great changes pertaining to Venusian matters, because this meeting, this conjunction is happening in the sign of Taurus. So it's a practical earth sign. It's where we did not want changes to happen or couldn't make the changes. Uranus and Mars come to dismantle, to change, to shift suddenly. Okay, the energies are very harsh, very unexpected, very unpredictable. Anything can happen. So I will not keep bragging on about the astrology, but if you need more information, I have done an astrology update just a few days ago, or you can join us on Patreon. You can get the links beneath this video. What is the Karma Dharma, dear Spirit? And happy birthday, dear Leo, if you are celebrating your birthday today. What's going on in the ethers? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. The devil. Capricorn energies, karmic situations are playing out. The devil, restrictive, limiting. There is a lot of fire with the Leo season, obviously. Leo is all about fire, creation, creative potential, birthing, a birthing process, risk-taking. This is wonderful. Why is this wonderful, you're going to ask me? Because Uranus is squaring over to Kronos. This is Kronos, Saturn, the Lord of Karma and timing. We do see in this card, we see the potential for openness, the potential for escaping from this hard karmic situation, whatever this is for you. Is this a relationship? Does this have to do with any relationships in your life? Does it have to do with any stuck energy that you've been trying to overcome or free yourself from? Remember, Uranus is very freeing. Uranus is squaring over to Saturn, and this has got something to do with the past. No doubt, this is the past. Now, Saturn is retrograding in the sign of Aquarius, so obviously Aquarius being a fixed air sign, Aquarius can speak to new ways, right? New ways of being able to free oneself, an intelligent way to overcome anything pertaining to this fear, this darkness. We know the devil is a very dark energy. It can speak to narcissism, so being stuck in a difficult cycle, not being able to get out of a loophole that you've been in. Very karmic indeed. We do see the door that is open, so this is new ways. Uranus is squaring over to Saturn, so new ways of being able to overcome this difficult loop, this karmic situation that we've been in. Now, Uranus and Mars together, very powerful. So the power is through Taurus and the North Node. The North Node, which is the future, collective, destiny, fate. Things are going to be playing out. We have had a lot of restrictions and limitations pertaining to our freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom to move forward, to get out of this binding energy which has held us in an imprisoning situation. We do see the cage here, but the cage is open. Now, for some of us, this could be our perception, the way we used to see things, that we couldn't see a way out of anything that's been holding us back, anything that was very unhealthy, anything that was stunting our growth or our ability to move forward towards the future. Mars is the trigger point. That is, and we know Taurus is in connection to Capricorn is through a trine, and a trine is very positive in the astrology. So this is help coming through from spirit so that we can find the way out. Now, we know Capricorn can speak to one's career, one's goals, their aspirations, how to accomplish what they came here to accomplish. Now, it could be someone's social standing, their who they are out there in the world, their name, their face in society, in the world at large. It could also speak to very, very maturing energy. We know Capricorn is all about maturity, and it's all about, climbing that ladder or that mountain to the peak, to the top. So whatever our goals and what we aspire to accomplish is concerned, we have had, a fork in the road, not being able to move forward to accomplish. But with this conjunction in Taurus, it's in very good aspect here. Remember, this is vices, this is anything that's hard to work through, work past. It's like, it can speak to using any forms of control, feeling as though you're controlled by someone else, by a situation, by those that are in positions of power. Could be just all about timing, that the time is now, that the door opens as well, because Uranus is very freeing. It's very much that tower moment, that awakening, that aha, this is the way through this boundary. this fork in the road, this inability to move forward. Okay, so let's see what's going on. What's going on? Let's take a message from the wisdom of the oracle. Firstly, today, the 1st of August 2022. For some of you, this reading is being done late July 31st. So we are reading the energies. Remember, my dear friends, Capricorn is also where we had, at the beginning of the year, we had that important Venus retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. She did connect with Pluto 3 times as she was retrograding. Now she's in opposition to Pluto, so that means we're going to have clarity on what that new cycle pertaining to Venusian matters is concerning. Venus can speak to money, values, self-worth, love, feel good energy, right? It is a very stressful time. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle has for us today. And we've got between worlds, number 3. So we're moving from the grey worrisome, dark thoughts pertaining to the past into, as you can see here, you can see the flamingo. There's more color moving forward. So there's, it can speak to more clarity, obviously, but we're in between 2 worlds. You can see that one leg is still in the darkness and the other one is in the light. Without light, there is no color in our life, and we know that Capricorn, I should say Saturn, dear Capricorn, beloved people, this is not about you. This is about Saturn. It just happens that Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. So we've all got Capricorn in our chart as well as Aquarius. We've all got those darker shade of gray energies. And we know that the light and the dark, they coexist. But the thing is, can we have more light in our life than darkness? We know since the beginning of 2020, and I'm going to go even further back to 2017, 2018, 2019, they were very difficult years, especially 2017, 2018. Very dark years, very hard on the world and personally. And then 2020 hit, and it's just been wreaking havoc since then. So we're moving into the light. We're halfway there, my dear friends. It is a 3. 3 can speak to expansion and growth, even though it can speak to an imbalance because of third parties. Right, remember in Capricorn, this is where we've got Pluto, which is retrograding there. So Venus now she's actually looking towards Pluto. Venus and Pluto in opposition, which is like a tug of war. The thing is to find the middle ground. Right, not to be too much in this Capricornian energy. Capricorn ruled by Saturn. Saturn is like lead. It's heavy. It's dark. It's stuck energies. And but the rewards are huge where Capricorn is concerned, because Capricorn is very much about putting in the effort, doing the work, maturing through the process. There is sure success where Capricorn is in your chart, my dear friends, but Pluto right now is changing things from the core up. Okay, Pluto is very powerful, he's very magnetic, he's very much about obsession, control. This is what's changing. So that area of the chart for you personally, right? Because if you think of Capricorn, this is the top of the top of the mountain where we're trying to reach. What is that goal for you? Pluto is changing things from the bottom up, and we know that there is a lot of mastery where Pluto is concerned, but Capricorn is all about chipping away, doing one step, you know, 1 foot in front of the other. Now, Pluto is going to continue his transformation in the area of Capricorn, okay, in 2024, when he's going to enter Aquarius, another Saturnian sign, but the energy is very different with Capricorn in Aquarius. What am I saying? With Saturn in Aquarius, right? And we know that at this time, Saturn and Uranus squaring, this is like a challenge where Saturn was very strong the past couple of years, right, as he's been transiting through Capricorn, but now we've got that square coming into being again. That clash of the old and the new. Capricorn is the old, I should say Saturn is the old, Saturn in Aquarius, and Uranus is the new, both ruling planets of Aquarius. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is the masses, it's the people, it's the futuristic path that is opening up slowly, but Pluto is dealing with the past, moving through Capricorn, trying to clear out all those blockages, all that, on a collective scale, the patriarchy, which has been around forever. It's more about the matriarchy now, coming from a place of yin energy. Yin, which is more maternal, which is more nurturing, providing more psychic, more intuitive. We are all growing psychically. Humanity is awakening. And we're all finding a way to deal with this and also to shed. Remember that Pluto rules Scorpio, and Scorpio is where the South Node is the South Node is in Scorpio, which rules Pluto, okay? So we are shedding, we're shedding the past. We're shedding the past karma. We're shedding those limiting, harsh energies. Maybe that we've been holding on to since we were born. We've brought this karma over from a past lifetime, from past lifetimes. This is very gratifying to see that we're getting there, my dear friends. We are getting there. Remember, number 3 is also the Empress. The Empress is all about that maternal, nurturing, hopeful expansion, growth, and abundance moving forward. And she is Taurus. She is Taurus and she's Libra. And on that note, which I just got the goosebumps, we're going to have a very important happening in October pertaining to Venus. So she's going to make a very important point in the sky, let's say. She's going to enter Libra, if I could just give you sort of a very slight understanding. There's a lot of technical stuff to talk about pertaining to that, but October is going to be a very special, it's going to be a very special moment on the 22nd, 23rd of October pertaining to Venus and Libra. And we know that she rules Libra, and Libra is relationships. We know that also with the lockdowns of 2020, 2021, and even 2022, that love has been at the edge of the cliff. We've had cliffhangers pertaining to all relationships. And now It's shifting more towards our practical Venusian matters. So what is it that we need to survive? That's Venus. Venus, which rules Taurus, and that's where the North Node is. So that speaks to a sense of abundance, our resources, our food. What is it that we need to survive? Let's see what's going on. What are the energies today? What's going on today? Today, tomorrow, whenever you get to view this message, remember that this reading you can always come back to as we're reading the energies of Mars on the North Node and on Mars, Uranus, and on the North Node. So what's going on today, dear Spirit? Can you please guide? Dear Archangels, what are the energies today? What is it that we need to know moving forward? This does look like a transition, like change, obviously. We've got a dull, cloudy past, and we're moving towards a more lit up. We are in the Leo season, which the sun always helps, and color, there's more color that's coming back into our lives. We're not seeing things from a, black and white perspective, like extreme perspectives are black and white. There are many shades of gray, but the more light that enters, those shades of gray turn more into a lighter color, a lighter sense of being, and being able to see the truth as well, the truth of what's really happening, what is really happening in the world, and what is really happening behind the scenes for us personally. What do we need to know? Five of Cups. So there are mishaps pertaining to the past. We are focusing on those spilt cups and not on the two that are standing. There are regrets here. Something's been lost here. We've got the Knight of Wands. So we've got water. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We've got Sagittarius, more than likely here with the Knight of Wands. We see the volcanic eruption here in this deck. So there's a lot of desire and passion to move forward, to be driven, to be very adventurous, to free oneself up from the past. We've got the fire energy here, and the fire is all about the light. We've got the ability to clear out, to heal, to see. What is it that we're hoping to create? There is action that is going to be taken here, and there's a lot of frustration. We know that Mars moving through Taurus has got to do with frustration. Now Mars, remember, is the trigger point that is triggering Uranus and the Aquarian energy. Obviously Uranus rules Aquarius, so it's got to do with the newness, the futuristic, the perception, the ability to see from up above, see things from a higher perspective. And this can be very explosive, we know. As I always call the Uranus-Mars connection, which can be explosive. It can be literal, it can be very emotional, stressful energies that we are surrounded by at this time. But this is necessary for change, my dear friends. And I see a lot of frustration here, and of course the inability to move here. This can speak to physical travel, being at a physical distance. The Sagittarian energy, we do see movement here. And we've got justice. So whatever is changing here, we're moving towards some sort of balance. Of course, this is Venus, of course, Libra. Balance, harmony, justice, Dharma, I'm going to say here. This is good karmic energy. That's the Dharma. We're coming into harmony, or we're moving towards some sort of a legal situation where we're looking for justice. Remember that this is what you give out is what you receive with the Justice. It's the portal that opens. This explosion, this aha moment, this frustration will take us to an opening, that portal, that opening, so that is opening some sort of an opportunity to find our balance and harmony. And this is reciprocity as well, remember. So where relationships are concerned, there are opportunities here. Ten of Wands, coming to the end of this burdensome cycle. There is some sort of a restart. Remember, the Knight holds the Ace of Wands, which is this heavy load that's being put down, or the chapter that's coming to an end. It turns into an Ace. And the Ace of Wands is like the light coming on. There's that aha moment again. This is creative potential through frustration, we've got fire and air, which is explosive. And this is coming to a peak, to a crescendo, let's say, where something is going to change from the energies, from the pressure. We've got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can be an apology, or it can be a small offer. Remember, this is Pisces. It's unexpected. A messenger comes through with an emotional offer. Remember that cups also speak to creative abilities to move forward. What is it that we are creating from a place of compassion, empathy, love, sacrifice? This can also be relating to juvenile energies, youthful energies. It is Pisces, and Pisces, remember, does speak to the end of a potential difficult chapter in our lives that we've been trying to close since April, May, I'm going to say, as Jupiter Jupiter finished through the sign of Pisces and entered Aries, which is Mars ruled. Remember, Mars and Jupiter conjoined. They conjoined together. They joined forces as we've started a brand new cycle. And the cycle speaks to courage. We're ready to go into that adventure, start that new cycle. But we've had to, and we're going to have to, sort of revisit the past for a moment. This is retrograde season, darlings, which means we are revisiting. We've got opportunities to revisit the past. There's something that needs tweaking or completing or rehashing pertaining to the past. And yes, it's got a lot to do with an ending, a major ending, maybe, you know, some sort of a situation, a karmic situation that we've been holding on to that we need to complete. Now, Spirit is giving us the opportunity. Jupiter is giving us the opportunity as he's retrograding. He's preparing to go back, to revisit that area pertaining to Pisces in the chart. Where is Pisces for you and in your chart? Maybe there's been a lack of clarity. Neptune is there. There's been misconception, misunderstandings. We've been wearing rose-colored glasses. Jupiter is going to help us see the truth. We're going to have the wisdom pertaining to that that ending, let's say, that major ending, which is going to end this year. So a small offer is coming through, and it's got to do with justice. It has to do with fairness. So maybe revisiting matters to do with the past will give us a chance to let go of this heavy load, any regrets pertaining to the past, and free ourselves up from anything that we've been holding on to. Is it our perception? Is it a karmic chapter? Is it timing? Is it something that we've needed to grow into? I mean, remember, this is Capricorn, and Capricorn is cardinal earth. It is change, but it's change on a very small and very slow paced level. Remember, it's putting one foot in front of the other, but there is sure success. potentially we've got the Queen of Wands, which is the Leo energy for me. And remember, we've got the ability to create now as the Sun is transiting through Leo. The Sun is also squaring over to Taurus. So anything that's going on in Leo, which the Leo season, obviously, we've got Mercury there. Mercury is the way we communicate. It's the way we perceive things. It's how we use our logic. And it's how we collaborate with others. And it can be, there can be challenging conversations. There can be challenges ahead of us because Mercury has been squaring over to Mars. So frustration can come through from messages, from action that's taken, from news that we hear. But the Sun is sort of lighting up. It's lighting up the situation where we've got the ability to see clearly. Okay, with the Sun. How do we have the possibility to create? Obviously, it's got to do with matters of heart. That's the Leo energy. What's at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Queen of Swords. So this is discernment. And again, this is Libran energy. Discernment, being able to see clearly. We've got fire and air again. We could be talking about two divine masculine energies. Two divine feminine energies. The yin energy again. Queen of Swords will speak her truth. And she's all about Libra. So wherever there's been injustices, she's going to use her sword to discern, to let go, to speak her truth. Okay, because she's gone through much difficulty. She's going to protect her heart. So maybe this is also sort of putting things where our perception, where our understanding is concerned, having the clarity here on how to move forward, how to discern with difficulties of the past, anything pertaining to unknown energies. Remember, the grey here speaks to the clouds. It's that Neptunian energy where we cannot see clearly. This is all about clarity. And since we've got the clarity, we've got the ability to create through the fire, to move forward, to create, to take the challenge, right? And this does speak to desires. Yes, I desire, and I'm going to take the risk to move forward. I'm going to create. This is Leo, and Leo is generosity. It's even though there's a lot of explosive, challenging energies, she knows that she's protected. She's got, remember, the protection from spirit. She's the lucky queen. And she's all about leadership. So whatever we are nurturing right now, whatever the clarity is, that's coming through, because we're going to have clarity. There is no doubt about that. We're going to have a major shift that's going to take place. Okay, let's see what's going on. 9 of Wands, see, a lot of heaviness. What's been really heavy? We've got the 9 and 10 of Wands. Yes, I'm going to let go of that heaviness. I've been through a lot, but I'm going to detach. I'm going to see things clearly on how I can potentially create from here on. 6 of Cups, soulmate energy, balance, harmony, nostalgia pertaining to the past, which there's been a lot of heaviness. Now, 6 of Cups can also speak to childlike energies or a soulmate connection from the past that's been very, very heavy. Someone's been protecting themselves. There's been a lot of challenges and uphill cutting edge truths or a lack of truths. Okay, this could also speak to some sort of a, because we've got Libra here, justice as well, some sort of karmic injustices that have been going on since the past because of others, because of third parties. We do have a Knight of Wands, and we've got 2 Queens here. So I don't know if this is someone that's got choices between 2 different love partners. Remember, this could also speak to the divine feminine being more mature than the divine masculine. Let's see what's beneath, and there's the Empress. There she is. And the Empress, we know, is all about expansion and growth, manifestation, Venus. This could also point back to January, my dear friends, when we had that new Venus 8-year cycle beginning. And it's like that retrograde of Venus did happen in Capricorn. So remember, I said Venus now is right in opposition to Pluto. So we're going to have the clarity. We're halfway there pertaining to that, to January, I'm going to say, of 2022. So what 8-year cycle opened up for you? Remember that today is the first, in a week, we've got the Lion's Gate, the 8th of the 8th, which is opening up, and that's a huge portal pertaining to the heart. Remember, the lion is leadership. It's that portal pertaining to the Leo, which is the king, Leo, which is all about leadership and protection and clarity and trust. Remember that Leo is the strength card. It's the strength card. It's the sun. We need to know that we have the ability to create these situations in our life, to create, to fix, to tweak, to change whatever has not been working. The power is within our hands. What are we going to do? How are we going to create for ourselves? Let's leave the past grievances. Whatever's lost is lost. Now it's all about freeing ourselves up from this past challenge. I want to take 3 Sibyllers and see what's going on. Actually, before I do that, I would like to take that 5 of Cups, and what's that about? I can't even shuffle the cards. I cut my finger. Oh, my screen has gone dark. I don't know what happened then and what happened there. Let's have a bit more light. Let's see what's going on. That 5 of Cups, dear Spirit. Yes, I had a sudden, very Uranus-Mars little accident the other day. Uranus and Mars, sudden cuts. Do take care. So not very, I don't have the ability to shuffle the cards easily, but the energies are the energies. Let's see what's going on with that 5 of Cups. What was that all about? 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is on top of those 3 of Cups that are spilt. This could speak to physical distance. Right, 3 of Wands. A lot of fire again, a lot to do with passion, the ability to expand. This could also speak to, and again it speaks to, for me, it speaks to having the ability to expand and achieve. What is it that you desire? Through turning your back on those cups that are spilt. Is it a reconciliation pertaining to the past? Could be something that's physically at a distance to you, or someone's needed to make a choice. We've got the 3 of Wands here. We've got a lot of fire here. Three of Wands is waiting on those ships, waiting on someone's return, waiting of an open possibility to return from the past. It can speak to something pertaining to career, obviously, but it also speaks to something that was very unjust, something that we desired very much so. So what's this frustration or the ability to take action towards? What's that about? King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is someone who could be a father. This is someone who's got they're an entrepreneur. They've got their own business. This is pertaining to someone who is very stable. Usually this is Taurus for me, and that's where the frustration is now with Mars and Uranus. Someone is going to do things very differently from what they used to, or they're forced to take action because of frustration, because of those stuck energies. Someone could not make the changes, so Spirit comes in and says, look, the changes are going to happen. This is someone who needs their security. They need to know that they're safe and secure financially, or that they can provide that to others. Remember, the King of Pentacles could be someone who is a boss, someone who's very slow, someone very dependable. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, Eight of Wands. So yes, the energies are picking up. There's going to be communication. There's going to be flight travel, or flying through the air, or taking a road trip. We've got the Horseman there, the Knight of Wands. So this could be someone who's got strong Earth and Sag. Not only Sag, could be any other fire sign here as well, but mainly Sagittarius. Maybe there's been injustices or a lack of harmony and balance where this King of Pentacles was in the past, and now they're making the changes, or they're being forced to make the changes. This could be someone that's communicating that they've got legal issues moving forward. This is a very heavy situation for them. It can speak to business as well. Let's take number 11 and Justice. And we've got Temperance here. So strong Sag and Libra. And yes, this is Archangel Michael, and yes, this is all about balance. The changes that are happening are bringing in a sense of balance and harmony, but Temperance is Archangel Michael, and Spirit is saying that it's divine timing. Maybe the divine timing is now. It could possibly be with Temperance. Now, this also speaks to someone who is very patient, but they're losing their marbles now. Spirit is saying the timing is now, that maybe everything is in position for these changes that are necessary to happen moving forward, because the door is open, the portal is open. We also see the sun coming through. There's going to be healing here. Remember, Temperance is help from Spirit. Sagittarius, which is Jupiter, and Pisces, of course. Jupiter rules Pisces as well. Pisces and Sagittarius. Sagittarius, someone's beliefs, what they grew to believe. It does also speak to freedom. Someone now having the wisdom of how they can free themselves, how they can expand, how they can take that adventure. Let's see what... And Jupiter can also speak to separation as well as expansion. Jupiter is retrograding, therefore it has got to do with the past. Let's look at that Ten of Wands. What's that ending about, that restart? Yeah, it could be a marriage, could be... This is the Four of Wands. Three of Wands, Four of Wands. All this heavy burden ends and there's going to be celebration possibly here. Okay. This does speak to security, stability, where it's something that is being built, something that you've been emotionally working through, or physically. I mean, this could speak to career, matters of career. I want to take one card on the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, so whatever this is that is being worked on, this will provide something long-term, stable. This is great potential here, my dear friends. This is a gift coming through from Spirit. This success has taken a while, but it's something very promising. Ace of Pentacles, which is what the King of Pentacles holds. And we've got the Three of Cups, which is again celebration. Reconciliation. This is camaraderie. This is a group effort. And there's the Page of Pentacles. This is what we've been studying, what we've been trying to manifest. This is a messenger coming through with a promising Ace of Pentacles, which could be a potential marriage. It could speak to a potential pregnancy as well. We did see the Empress there, or she's pregnant with something she's creating. Let's take three Sibyllars. We've got Namika, so the mask comes off. Here is the negativity. We see what's been hidden, and we see what the enemy, or who the enemy was, or maybe what was holding us bound. Maybe we felt as though we sacrificed so much and there was no reciprocity. But this could also speak to a third party. Remember, the Queen of Swords could be the Namika energy here. I mean, it doesn't have to be a potential person. It could also just speak to a potential energy where that's being seen now. The mask, she's taking off her mask. We've got Ladros, so the thief. This is the thief. It's the Ten of Pentacles, so we see the outsider, the loss, the negativity. What we feel has been lost, what's been taken from us. This is again the third party, someone breaking and entering, or again the negative energies. But it's the Ten of Pentacles, which was something negative. It could be the limiting energies of Saturn that was holding us back from a potential abundant situation of the Ten of Pentacles, which can speak to family. It can speak to a lack of abundance. Either the timing wasn't right, or third parties pertaining to a family, or just us being withheld back from the abundance and the emotional support, the financial support from those who we feel are our family. And there is the omaggio di preziosi, the precious gift. Here it is, and it comes in abundance. It comes in plentiful. Is it the abundance of lots of information coming through pertaining to what was hidden, what we couldn't see? This can speak to potential loss of riches as well. And if that's the case, Spirit is saying with the Eight of Pentacles, which is the Virgo energy, it's all about discerning and being able to read through the lines. Have we missed some information? Have we been not able to see what we need to do to move forward? Moving forward, remember, Virgo is also our daily lives. It's what we've been working on. This could be an abundance of health as well. where we were missing something, but something will be shown to us now. How can we create this stability? The Ace of Pentacles is very promising. It's very grounding, but it's also very promising pertaining to forward momentum, the future. We've got Domestico at the bottom of the deck, which is a number 11. And 11 is also the portal. There's distrust here. There's distrust that there is help where there was an inability to move forward because of fear, because of trust issues. The Domestico is supposedly the helper, but the portal opens here as the portal was closed, maybe because of trust issues, maybe because of third parties. There is the Tower, there's the Disgrazia. There is the change. We're going to see what we need to get it out of. Seven of Swords is the Tower moment here. This is where the shift happens. This is the powerful celestial energies that are moving mountains right now. And there is Pensiero, the Hermit, Six of Pentacles. So being in our cave, not knowing how to move forward. Well, the Seven of Swords is like someone getting caught out, or we're seeing the truth about what was hidden, who the thief was, third parties maybe. And maybe for some of us, we put our trust into the wrong people. Possibly. Let's see what the Lenormand has. We've got an offer. We've got the bouquet. There is an offer on the table here for romance. For the offer could also be something practical. It could also be something that you're creating. Now this could be an offer. It's like the Knight of Cups. We've got the Lily, which the Lily does speak to that open wound pertaining to the Virgo. Being discriminative, remember, being able to discern and see things maybe from a different perspective, or see things more clearly, or just covering our tracks, being able to read the small, the fine print, right, pertaining to that open wound that we've been carrying. And this does speak to an offer. It also speaks to anything that we're creating. Remember, the Lily also speaks to a past connection, but also a purifying. Now through fire and air, especially so much fire, there is a purifying energy pertaining to those Venusian matters. And Venus, again, doesn't speak only to love. It speaks to practical matters, things that give us a sense of stability and abundance. And it is a number 3, which is the Empress again. Wow, okay, so we've got the Saturnian mountain ahead of us, and it is a number 3 again. 3, 3, 3, and a 9. I wonder if this is the 9th of August, which is the day after the Lion's Gate. And 9 also speaks to September, so possibly for some of you, September. Pay attention to the 9th of the 8th of August, right? The 9th of August. 2 3s here, and 21 also speaks to, it is like the World card, so having the ability to accomplish, to find a way past or over, or to find an intelligent way to overcome this obstacle, which, remember, the World card is all about the ability that you've come to some sort of an accomplishment. The World card is the Fool's Journey, and it's the last card which says this difficult journey comes to an end. Right? Let's take one more. And we've got a Divine Masculine on a path. So it's the Divine Masculine that's sort of taking the initiative. So we've got the Knight of Wands, remember, here, which is more Sagittarian energy. Sag is fire, so it speaks to the masculine energy, even though we've got a King of Pentacles, which is earth, and it's the yin and the yang energies here. Nevertheless, So we've got a divine masculine, the masculine energy, ready to find a solution or a resolution moving forward. What's at the bottom? We've got a past connection here is the tree, and the trees are number 5. 5 also speaks to the Hierophant and Taurus energy, which is stuck energy, stuck because of someone's beliefs, or this is something now that is something that is showing itself, because the tree speaks to a seed that's been planted from the past. It can also speak to energies that are very grounding, but it can speak to family and, you know, things pertaining to our heritage and the past. So it's connected to our family, to our roots. And there is the book. So someone having gone through difficult lessons, needing to discern. But the 5s always speak to change, remember, and 5 is also the month of May. So I don't know if this points back to the month of May for you. Yeah, we were having the eclipses. So the eclipses maybe are playing out for you now. We're practically in between the eclipses of October and the eclipses of end of April. So October, November, and end of April and May. We're practically at the middle point. So again, I'm going to say the past meets the future in the now, but also, I mean, we're in between worlds. Let's read the between worlds for a moment. It's a number 3. Number 3. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom, there's the word freedom, and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root. Oh my God, I was just talking about that with the tree here. Isn't it just incredible how spirit comes through? The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so and you will not be disappointed. There is great promise here, my dear friends, as we see Omaggio de Preziosi here. Let's read the relationship message. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. So there's a critical place if this is a relationship for you. I'm going to take one card on this divine masculine. And we've got the scythe here, and the scythe is very cutting edge energies, and it is a 10, so it does speak to Scorpio. Looks like this divine masculine is shedding any karma pertaining to the past, anything that's been holding them back from growing towards their north node, which is Taurus. Right? For some of you, this could be a Scorpio, someone who holds strong Scorpio in their chart, or they could be dealing with a Scorpio that they are shedding or letting go of. This is the Scythe. It's very similar to the Death card. Right? We've got strong Plutonian, Saturn energies here. Very challenging indeed. Very transformative though. Very transformative though. What is it that I want to take now? Okay. I think I'm going to take a message, dear friends, from the gods. And as I'm tuning in, we know that the King of Pentacles is someone that is a leader. He's a very experienced, the most experienced king of all. He could be in between a fire sign and an air sign. Now this King of Pentacles probably holds fire in their chart as well, as he's sitting on the Knight of Wands. Or this is someone that could be at a physical distance to you. Someone maybe that comes from a different part of the world, or just grew to believe other things than what you do. This could also be a source of limitations pertaining to the Capricorn energy here. Someone being withheld back because they hold a position of leadership and they felt bound, pertaining to karmic matters in their life. Someone who's ready to take a trip, ready to take action and sever anything that's any limitations that have been holding them back from what they love or who they connect with on a very spiritual connection. The lily is very much a divine union, my dear friends. So what do the gods have for us? What do the gods want us to know? What is it that we need to know? What is it that the gods want us to know? Today, dear Spirit, very importantly, on this day, 1st of August, 2022, Uranus on the North Node with Mars. We've got two cards. We've got Hermes and messages, and Odysseus and the journey. Oh, wow. Who's at the bottom? We've got Demeter and Harvest. She is the Empress. This is Mother Gaia. We've got a number 13. We've got a number 26 and a number 43. So in actual fact, a 4, an 8, and a 7. 4, 8, and 7. 4, and 8, and a 7. 4 speaks to the home. 8 speaks to a change, a death and a transformation. A very strong sexual connection pertaining to the past. 4, 8, and 7. And 7 is the house of partnerships and relationships. The journey, messages. The messenger is coming through with a very important message. Let's read. I won't be reading the mythology. I'm just going to read the messages here. So number 26 is first. Pay attention to maybe the 4th, the 7th, and the 8th of August as well. 26. Hermes creates the bridge of communication between the worlds. He is the link between God and man, between the heavens, earth, and the underworld. He is known as a trickster, thief at the gates, watcher in the night, and the bringer of dreams. Of all the Greek gods and goddesses, only Hermes... Sorry, I wasn't meant to read that, was I? Maybe I had to. So I continue. Of all the Greek gods and goddesses, only Hermes, Hades, and Persephone have the ability to travel freely in and out of the underworld. And Venus, obviously, right now in opposition to Pluto, we know that she visits the underworld. So Hermes and Hades, Hades is Pluto, of course, and Persephone, which is the daughter of Demeter, who became the goddess, the queen of the underworld. So the message from Hermes is a trickster and often sends messages in the form of riddles and dreams. When we are tripped up by life and find ourselves on strange and perplexing journeys and unravel the mysteries of life and ourselves, this is Hermes at work. He might steal something from you, and as you go to look for it, you may instead discover a whole new world. This is a classic example of how accidents or unpleasant and strange events in our lives can lead us to our destinies. There are countless stories of people finding their true meaning in life after experiencing illness, loss, or hitting rock bottom. Messages surround you right now, but they won't be obvious. They will be cryptic and may come in strange ways, but they are there. This is the time to pay close attention and may also be a good time to start a dream journal. If you have been feeling like there is more to life, more to learn and experience, but haven't known what or where to start, be on the lookout, for life is offering you opportunities right now, but you need to open your eyes and pay attention. It is likely you will be led in the strange hermetic way through the realm of unveiling mysteries into amazing new worlds of experience, feeling, and thought. All you need to do is be open and aware and realize that all possibility is present in every moment. Don't get caught up in how the messages come. Just pay attention when they arrive. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's read Odysseus and the Journey, number 43. So this has been a long journey for many of you. Odysseus in mythology does get home. He does reach home. But it was a long, very challenging journey that he went through, filled with many, many lessons. Okay, the message says, if you've been working toward achieving a considerable goal, this card assures that you can do it. It is certain that there will be many challenges along the way as distractions, temptations, there is the devil, and battles are inevitably in every hero's quest, but only those willing to face the dragons and defeat the monsters will experience victory. Those that don't get distracted or give up when the journey gets too rough, those that face every challenge head on will assuredly reach their goal. Decide today to be that person. Have heart and courage. Be heroic. Odysseus fought a 10-year battle at Troy and took 14 years to fight his way back home, but he eventually accomplished the seemingly impossible. Yet it was never the accomplished task that made Odysseus great. It was his journey that did. This card signals victory. Stay true to your heart and vision now, for you have the power to create and achieve great things. Embrace your journey, both the challenges and joys of it, and stay true to your heart's desires. Magnificent things are possible now. And Demeter, which I keep getting the goosebumps, number 13, she is connected to Scorpio, obviously, with number 13. And you could see the seed that she is holding here. the message of Demeter. I'm actually going to read the myth of Demeter as well, so I can refresh your memories. It's not a very long message, so I will give you the myth. Demeter is the daughter of the Titans Kronos and Rhea. She is goddess of the fertile earth. So Taurus, very obvious. When her daughter Persephone was stolen from her by Hades, which is Pluto, and taken to be his queen in the underworld, Demeter wandered the earth in despair, searching for her, and mourned until the earth became barren. And I feel that this message has got a lot to do with the Five of Cups up here. Through the intervention of Zeus, Persephone was allowed to return to her mother for 2/3 of the year, spending 1/3 of the year in the underworld. Remember that Demeter, she rules the change of the seasons, right? And we know that the change of the seasons can speak to a metaphorical change, but also physical change. Now, the way that through Taurus, and we see the inability to have the resources with, you know, the collective energies that are playing out with, we're looking towards famine with the North Node in Taurus and the South Node in Scorpio. This is what humanity is working through right now. And Taurus is Venus, the practical Venus, the earthly Venus, and what Mother Gaia, the earth, provides to humans, obviously, to be able to survive. And that's at risk. But what Demeter promises here, and through Hermes, the messages, and remember that we've got the trickster here. So there's a lot of trickery. The trickery could be from what we read on the news, on mainstream media, what we perceive as well. But remember that Odysseus is on the journey, on this long journey. Now, the length of the journey, of course, will be different for each of us. But it says that there's promise for success here. Is it a home? Is it a relationship, a long-term relationship? Is it a new job? What is it that this journey has been very difficult for you with Odysseus? He's the hero, though. He reaches victory. He does get to the top of that mountain, and he will reap the rewards of abundance that Demeter promises. And not only is it physical things that we provide to our natural body, it's also that there's 5 senses of Taurus that feel good energy, so that you've been valued, or there is promise pertaining to love relationships, yes. Even though things look quite grim, we're coming out of the darkness and into the light here. So we've gone through a time of barrenness, right? Physically, emotionally, spiritually maybe, because there's been so much fear in the world, the fear of that Pluto and death. So this myth also explains the changing seasons. When Persephone is away, Demeter grieves and the earth becomes barren, thus giving us winter. So it's been winter. We've been going through a metaphorical winter, the whole of humanity and all of us individually. When she returns, new life comes with her in the form of spring. Demeter is happy as the earth flourishes with life through summer, but as the time arrives for Persephone to leave again, all things start to die in autumn. Now, this is a metaphorical message. For some of you, can be literal. In the Northern Hemisphere, we know we are coming to the end of summer, right? But this could also be talking to last year at this time, where you could be reliving that cycle now. So it will be different for each of you. Let's read the message. This is a time for harvest for you. You have been through the harsh, cold winter, worked hard, Remain focused, and now is the time for reaping the benefits of all your work. All the seeds that you planted have grown and borne fruit, and this is a time for carefully and lovingly harvesting the fields of your labor. Within each fruit, new seeds emerge. This is a time of great abundance. Remember to have reverence, humility, and gratitude as you enjoy this joyous part of the cycle of nature. So that is what's on promise here. Now we see the seed here. Some of us could or may be planting a new seed now. It could be also that the seeds of this relationship, of this situation for you, could be a huge cycle. It could be, let's say, a 19-year cycle that you've been going through. It did mention something about 14 years before. So we know in astrology there's huge cycles, there's smaller cycles, there's so many clocks, virtual clocks that are working simultaneously in the background or energetically. Which one are you focusing on? That's why we need to have an open mind, okay, to be able to work with all the different time or clocks or timing in this lifetime of Kronos and Saturn, right? The Lord of karma and timing comes back around again and again. We have second chances, third chances, six chances, 10 chances to get something right, to learn the lesson so that we could close up that difficult fork in the road, which we always seem to get the mountain in the Lenormand, right? There is potential success. Have you learned the lesson, right? Have you gotten unstuck? Are you taking the challenge to reap the rewards? You've got the scythe. That is a tool that you can use. Are you cutting what is holding you back, what you've worked through? What have you taken the lesson? Have you understood it so that you could start this brand new journey? There is a lot on promise here with Demeter, Odysseus, and Hermes, dear friends. So let's just add up. 4, 7 is 11, and 8 is 19. There is the sun. And 19 also adds up to a 10, which is again the scythe. The 10 does speak to a restart. So October may be important for some of you as well, which is the Scorpio season towards the end of October. That is 25th of October is eclipse season again. And the 8th of November. So a lot will be shown to us. This is what we need to understand, that the door is open and that it's all about timing when we will be free to manifest. We will be able to reap these rewards as we will have learnt the lesson. We will have put in the hard work. And the possibilities are endless here. Okay? One last message as we've got the chocolate message cards. I know this was a long message today, but it's a very, very important day. So Spirit, hello Agape. Hello my beautiful, passionate, glorious, loving, heartfelt, I don't know, all the best words, all my best words in the dictionary go towards describing Agape. Agape. Hello, sweet pea. Hello, darling. You want to say hello to everyone? I want to say hello to everyone. Let's take a message. Let's take a message for the world. What is it that the world needs to know? Did you come to drop all my cards on the floor? You say hello. Hello, everyone. What's going on today? What is the divine message? I don't care if you make a mess on my table now. I'm done there. What is the message that the world needs to know? I get the message here. Here it is. And we've got peanut butter. Oh my God. Security. Is that what it says? Security. If I tell you that I shuffled before and this card, before I opened Cam, and this card came through, because I'm not familiar with all the cards, and it's impossible to remember all the cards. I haven't been using this deck forever, but I thought that this spoke to scarcity before. I didn't read the card in the back. Peanut butter, I thought, oh, okay, well, how does peanut butter speak to scarcity? And then I thought, that doesn't make sense. But I did not read the message in the back. So look how spirit works. And it doesn't not speak to scarcity. It speaks to security. This is incredible. This is an important message in itself for me. A positive omen for material wishes yet to be granted. Security in all its forms is in place. You are safe. You are safe. Potential is ripe. Everything is set for things to go exceedingly well at this time. You have a lot to be thankful for. This card heralds the perfect time to start a gratitude journal and showing thanks for all you receive. Make the best of this time as you find yourself sharing the glory of your successes. Don't forget what you give out comes back to you. And there's the karmic energy of the Justice card. I am grateful and thankful for all the good things that come into my life. Abundance comes easily and naturally for me. What an interesting roof we've got, Agape. Is it the camera or... She's winking at you guys. Peanut butter chocolate, and this speaks to abundance and security, and that's what Demeter speaks to as well. Did I show you the card? Have a look at the card. Demeter and harvest. Beneath Demeter is Poseidon and the unknown. Well, we're going to have a lot. A lot is going to be revealed, my dear friends. I know a lot of you are watching this reading in relation to love. So let's take just a couple of love messages, just for those few that are watching this for love. I do see that the divine feminine is more about having the ability to create. The divine masculine is all about stability. They're not going anywhere. They're there. But it looks like now they're tired of waiting maybe, and it's time for them to take action to meet the divine feminine halfway. Let's see what some of the thoughts, perceptions are. What's going on here? You are my other half. I want to give you everything in life to make you happy. That's the Six of Pentacles. And we've got, we're done. It hurts too much. I can't do this anymore. That's the Ten of Swords. Someone is leaving a situation. Agape. There you go. You can play with it there. Don't drop it on the ground. She likes my crystals and my lights. No, 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 no. Don't touch the lights. Don't bite the lights. Miss Mischief. Oh my God, another 10. We've got, I really want to work on us. You are worth it. That's the Eight of Pentacles, which we've got on the Omaggio di Preziosi, the precious gift. And I want to marry you. I want to share my life with you. That's the Ten of Pentacles. This could speak to someone leaving a past relationship because of a soulmate connection where maybe there wasn't. Agape, 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 agape. Come on, baby. Agape, 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 you're being naughty. Come on, sweet pea. Maybe someone's leaving us a relationship that they were not happy with, and they're going through possible divorce here, and they're ready to put in the effort to work on a divine union. Okay, she's choosing a card for us. Agape, no biting. And she chose the Lovers. Agape, you've got to get down because you're getting very, very frisky up here. My friends, she just bit the Lovers. Gemini. She just bit the Lovers card. So someone is in between two worlds, coming out of a past relationship and into a new. Someone's been maybe listening too much to their logic more so than to their heart. The Lovers is here, but it does speak to endings here possibly, and coming into balance, making a choice, right? I think I will leave this mess now as it is. I want to thank you all so much. I hope that this gave you some clarity, some food for thought. You're going to have to listen to this reading again and again. There's way too many messages for you just to leave it on one time that you listen to this this reading. And remember, on a high level, just expand your mind. The energies are very, very positive indeed, even though it's been very challenging. There's the book beneath that, and there is the bear, again, someone who's in charge. Beneath that is the letter, communication, legalities, miscommunications pertaining to this bear, motherhood issues. Someone needed to have the confidence. They're going through some sort of a lesson, or they've been holding their truth back. Now here is the tree and the seed that was planted from the past, which that's what we spoke to, and in the messages, remember, of the gods. All right, my darlings, wishing you well with what's going on astrologically. It is a very, very important time. I'd love to hear your comments. You don't have to share your personal information with me, but what you can share, you can email me, okay, if you want to keep your personal situation private. I read everything. And I think I will leave it there. Love and light to all of you. Many blessings. I will talk to you soon. Good luck, everyone. Ta-da. And, before I forget, the August readings are coming in the next few days. So thank you again for your patience. A lot of you know that I've had both my little elves unwell, so we'll have our work cut out for us, and that's what it's all about. When you're a mum, when you're a mother, you've got your obligations, and sometimes we promise but we cannot deliver straight away. Thank you for understanding and your patience, and also for considering us and joining us on Patreon, where we do a lot of astrology, a lot of mythology, and you get all the extended readings. So I will be starting the extended readings today. So thank you for your patience. My love to you always. I know that most of you that follow me, that watch me daily, are beautiful and very patient, loving, kind souls. So my love to all of you. Talk to you soon.